Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of DRL iRacing, Season 3, Race number 7. We are live from Oran Park, and it is a fun, special race at Oran Park. It is both wet and nighttime. So, stay on board, get yourself some snacks, get yourself a few beverages. We're going to have a little bit of fun today. And that is the end of the free practice session. So we're going to have a few of the drivers come out to do some qualifying laps. We'll see how that all runs and shapes down as things go. Can't imagine it's going to be anything too insane.
We were torn apart at birth.
Oh.
That's dramatic.
Let's not get too dramatic there, as the stream says. As qualifying now begins, Alex Hansen will lead us out. Just gonna mute the mic while I open this. Alex Hansen's going to lead us off in the qualifying in the Chevrolet. You got 4 laps or 15 minutes, whatever you decide is best for your own viewing pleasure. So come on down, take a rest, get some snacks. It's going to be an absolute chaos, as it should be wet, but I don't see any rain, so I wonder how the track conditions are. As Hansen goes into turn 1. Turn 2 comes at you quick. Gotta be careful of the lack of grip. Cold wets, ladies and gentlemen. Cold wets. As Hansen goes for the bridge. And he goes off the track, invalidating his lap. So right on board now with Gav Cook, as soon as I decide to find him. He's in the Porsche with the nice blue light. Oh, don't lose control. Oh, just manages to keep it on track. This is where I crashed in race number last time we were here streaming at Oran Park. What lap time can Mr. Cook give us? Gives us a good P1 lap. Evan gets himself into P3 with his lap time. What can Russ produce? Can Russ produce a lap time that's valid? As he's in the AMR. Good enough for a 123. Track catching everybody off guard right now. Good enough to put Michael into P4. Ivan Luna next across the line. If it's valid, it's good enough to put him into P5. It's not. Gav Cook with his next time across the board should be good enough to get him higher up. Yes, it does. And Barkins responds, Hansen has been in the wall. just going to ride on board with Gav Cook in the meantime. There we go. Barkins currently has the fastest lap, as you can see on the left-hand side of your screen. Not by much, though, against Gav. Currently chasing them is Evan Zabrog. Ivan Luna gets a time on the board. Tony gets a time up on the board now as well. Still waiting for Tristan to get a lap time on the board. Juan Cruz, Alex Hansen, Mike Brown. Still waiting for all those drivers to find a lap time. Tristan is already on lap 4, and he does not have a valid lap yet, so he's got to find one. Don't lose that much control over your car yet. Mike Brown finds himself up to 8th now. The 112, is that good enough to be a lap time? Yes, it was. It was good enough for P5. We're drivers that still need laps. Ivan Luna still needs laps, but he's out in the pits. That's why we need a camera. Michael's on his final lap, but he puts it into the wall just as the camera goes on him. So I will take a little bit of a jinx for that. Tony's on his final lap. I say that as he puts it almost into the grass. Michael's not doing another lap. Tony's not. Oh, he is doing another lap. I don't know why he keeps changing to scenic. Tony's still going to find himself P6. Ivan's just sitting there at the exit of the pits. Can Juan Cruz finally put in a lap that's good enough? Nope. Does not look like it, folks. And Tony's just sitting here at the edge. What is Mr. Juan Cruz's play here? For which I do not know. Well, currently as it stands right now, the top 3 will be Gavs, would be Cook, Barkins, Zabrog, and then Ethan in P4, Hurl in P5, McAnally in P6, Cote in P7, Hansen P8, McMillian 9th, Brown 10th, Luna 11th, and Juan Cruz in last. The current rate it's going. Maybe Juan Cruz is just practicing to rise. We'll never know, folks. We will never know. Do believe that's going to be it for qualifying, even though there's 5 minutes left to go in the qualifying session. We'll start a little bit early today. Not that I will complain. I will certainly not complain. I wonder if Blimp will get us all the cars. Just about. I'm just going to quickly show the UI for 2 seconds. Figure out what time it is. Oh. It's currently 1:36 sim race time. They did say rain was going to come in at around 2 o'clock. So about halfway through the race, it should get a little bit more wet. We'll see if that remains to be told. You got Ryan Barkins currently. Oh no, it's got to get updated. You currently have Ryan Barkins P2. Just waiting for the rest of the grid to order up. You'll have Juan Cruz either starting from the pit lane or starting from the back. Ivan Luna in 11th. Mike Brown in 10th. Russ McMillian in 9th. Alex Hansen in 8th. Michael Cote in 7th. Tony McAnally in 6th. Tristan Hurl in 5th. Ethan Cognac in 4th. Evans Brogg in P3. Ryan Barkins in P2. And on pole position, the ever so fascinating British favorite driver, Gav Cook, who should have an easy advantage in these conditions. But we'll see how it all stands to be. Waiting for the safety car to get rolling here. And off we go. Safety car taking the drivers away. I might just keep it on Blimp right now. Just because it should capture all the drivers. As soon as that safety car goes into the pits, Gav Cook can release the drivers.
Green, green, green.
And off he goes quick. As soon as that safety car releases, he was gone. That caught out most of the field. As then they hide behind the cars. Here comes everyone else. I think everyone stands to be reasoning just fine right now. No one's off the track yet. As round the outside goes Juan Cruz on Mike Brown. That's a brilliant overtake to be done. Everyone got caught a little bit napping. No one turned around sideways just yet. From what it looks like from the timing screens, everyone seems to be okay right now. Gav Cook off to the races with Barkins following quickly behind. Zabrog and Hurl are in a little bit of a tussle, as you see them fighting it out. Got a couple drivers already starting to fall back from the group, but not by much. Oh, and that's Evan taking a hard spin into the wall and immediately crashing. He might be able to make it back to the pits, but that is a tough break for the Aston Martin driver, who's done really well at this track otherwise. He won it last time. He's received the meatball and he has to tow back to pits, and that's probably his night done. So Gav Cook takes the lead right now. Barkin's a little bit behind. Tristan now in third. And everyone else kind of just following course right now. Alex Hansen's dropping a few places now. Ivan Luna all the way in the back there. So you can see Evan in his meatball. Let's go. Juan Cruz started in last. He's now up to P6, gaining a lot of ground on these drivers. I love getting alerts that these drivers are driving slowly when in reality they're just driving for their conditions. Got Alex Hansen chasing McMillian. Oh, down the inside, that's Bolt to do in the wet. Switchback maybe? By Russ. He's got the inside, but I don't know if he has the track position. I know he does not. That is an overtake. Done and dusted. Yeah, I think Evan's night is done. I think he's just going to sit in the pits. Because he cleared his meatball. That's Michael going off. What happened to him? He ended... Oh. Just as I say that, you had Alex Hansen spinning in front. So that's what that was. How did Michael end up off the track? Ah, he just braked too late. You got Tony chasing Cognac for 4th. Nice, Britt Macklin subbing with Prime for 20 months. And yep, DRL is indeed reigning. Evan is back out on track. He is almost a full 2 laps down, but if anyone can make the comeback, it's him. Appreciate him staying in the game. Most drivers wouldn't, especially after a lap 1 crash like that. Juan Cruz and Tony fighting it out now. Juan Cruz gets that position. He's now up 7 places. Juan Cruz fighting it out. At this rate, he's going to be able to catch up to 4th and 3rd in no time. Is he on dries or something? Hello, Cynics. How are you doing? Lovely Monday night race on iRacing. Mike Brown may have crashed, you don't say. See if we can pull the replay up on that. He didn't crash, but he definitely did spin. Definitely did some drifting. Oh, Ethan's had a little bit of an off. That allows Juan Cruz to get up to 4th. Maybe Tony can get that position too if he really wants to. Nope, not yet. I'm pretty good in you. I'm a little stuffy, a little icky, but nothing that's going to stop me from commentating on a night wet race at Oran Park. Wet races, I haven't really heard much of this track either, but it seems to be DRL's favorite track to do wet races, and it always produces a lot of fun. That's all I'll say. Evan is already back into the pits, and I think this might be it for Evan. Because he's already done 1 pit stop. That's pretty much it. It's just a... Oh no, Ethan Cognac may have crashed. Let's see how. Oh! And he is off the track. I think Michael may have crashed. Oh, that's a slow car in front. That's going to cause a little bit of a hectic situation for the drivers. As you're going to have, oh my goodness, I thought we were going to go 1 on each side. Michael finding the gravel on the outside there. The meme track is producing very well. The meme wet track is producing very well, should I say. That was another 21.1 second pit stop for Evan. As you can see, off he goes now again. The cat is now downstairs figuring out. Dangerous rejoin. Let the stewards handle that. Juan Cruz actually now passes Tristan for P3, which is a crazy stat. Oh, that's because I'm not live and that's behind him. Take a quick peek on how he got that overtake done. Tristan went off. He had to concede the position. Dude, at this rate, Ron Cruz is going to win the race at this rate. He's just... Yeah, the bot link broken. Alright, we're going to do some cockpit camera time. See what the drivers actually see. Got Alex Hansen chasing Ethan Cognac and Russ. Russ in the Aston. Ethan and Hansen both in the Chevrolet. Maybe thinking about an outside maneuver. The wall's very close there. You got to be very careful. Oh, Hansen might have the overspeed. They're both gonna get a tow from Russ. Bold side by side going into turn 2. And Alex Hansen gets that overtake done swimmingly. Unless one of them spins, then, well, overtake not done swimmingly. So, what I find crazy is the system I use to track the drivers and stuff is like, oh, they're all driving slowly, when in reality, it's just because it's wet and they're driving slowly. Alex Hansen being held up by Russ here. Doing his best to trying to keep that P6 position, but Alex Hansen seems to be on a mission to at least get it. Little bit deep. Oh, little bit of a bump draft. Little bit of argy-bargy between a little bit argy-bargy between the two. Alex Hansen retaining his position. Russ going off now. Possibly about to lose 3 places because of it. He takes the inside, defends Michael well. However, I think Michael may have the exit speed here. Stanford defending really well. Here comes Zabrog to unlap himself. Gonna give the faster driver plenty of space, even though he is unlapping himself. Oh, argy-bargy between Hansen and Cognac right now. They just keep trading paint. Neither driver wanting to back out of this. It looks like Ethan Cognac's gonna win out for right now. Alex Hansen will have to wait his turn. This is only gonna allow Stanford and Michael to get closer. Oh, really? I did not know that. It's a residential area now? That's kind of depressing. This would make a really fun go-kart track, though. Little ways left to go. Already approaching the 30-minute mark. As you have Zaborg on Stanford, again trying to unlap himself. Oh, that's a little bit of a touch. And that's a bra going sideways. And then getting into the path of Michael, unfortunately so. That's a little bit of a oopsie daisy. Tony getting closer to Tristan Hurl ever so briefly, but not enough to make a difference. Oh, there goes Hansen spinning. He's got time. He's got to be careful of this car coming, though. That's going to see him fall all the way down to P9. I'm passes Mike Brown, who finds himself in the gravel. Alex Hansen now taking his pit stop. Alright, we're going to scroll all the way back to lap 1. We're going to watch Evan go into the wall. This was Evan going into the wall on lap 1. For those who didn't get to see it. Mike Brown may have crashed. How did I miss this? Oh, that's not a crash. That's just a drift. Closest battle we have is this one. Tony going after Tristan. Haven't shown a lot of Gav Cook. He's up in P1 right now, just chilling. Same with Barkins. He's just chilling, having a good time. Juan Cruz is going to be next up on that list. Alex Hansen has a black flag, presumably for speeding in track limits. Tristan Hurl followed closely by Tony. Oh, Tristan going to box now. You think Cognac may have crashed? I need to see this. Yup, that is a spin, and that is allowed. It's allowed Russell Stanford to get the position. Ethan Cognac now into the pits. Oh, is Alex Hansen out? Probably repairing any damages he has. And off we go. Was Ivan Luna going to be able to catch Mr. Cognac in time? See the headlights approaching quicker and quicker. he gets out just in time. Russ now takes his pit stop. Is Michael going to elect to take his? No, he is not. He's going to elect to continue on. So I guess for Russ, it all comes down to where Michael is. Or not where Michael is, where Ethan is. Oh, that was not a slow stop at all. He might be able to get a stay ahead of Tristan Hurl, who's flying down the track. Does not get past him. He's going to be... Oh, that is Ethan into the wall. What happened there? Picked the worst time to crash. What? Hold on, rewind that. Oh, he just kind of just crashes. Tristan Hurl's going to fight Stanford now. Both of these drivers have pit. Oran dark. Yes, it is very much Oran dark. Ivan Luda quickly getting caught by Ethan. That was a nice and easy. That pass could not have been easier if he tried. Tristan wanting the outside, not getting it. He might get his wish, though. Stanford defends quite well. Into the gravel a little bit goes Tristan. Dipping a toe will not help his matters. Alex Hansen's trying to catch Mike Brown. Will so quite easily as Mike Brown collects a slip. I do believe we have Ethan Cognac, who has decided to be towed back to pits, and he is missing the entire front end of his car. Oh no, folks. Oh no. Crash of the day goes to... That's a very, very heavy crash. Tristan Hurl got past Russ for P6. Let's see how that happened. Just a hair bit wide. Juan Cruz now only 9 seconds behind the leaders. Tristan Hurl has the new fastest lap for the session. That was a heavy, heavy, heavy hit. Nice catch there by Juan Cruz. Again, currently as it stands, Gav Cook still needs to take his pit stop. He's in P1. Barkin still needs to take his pit stop in P2, same as Juan Cruz in P3. Tony in P4 still needs to take his. Michael in P5 still has to take his. Barkins is coming in for his pit stop now. Ivan Luna still needs to take one, and same does Mike Brown. Everyone else has already. So where is Barkins going to come out? He's got a pit window to Tony, at least I think he does. Still getting repaired is the broken car up ahead. Remember, Tony has not pit yet, so... Tony will get by Barkins. Barkins taking a little bit of a longer pit stop. Apparently Mike Brown has had a... Nope. Alex Hansen may have crashed, though. Ivan Luna's taking his mandatory pit stop. Oh, what the heck? What happened here? Ooh. Looks to tape the escape road. Alex Hansen pitting again. This will be pit stop number 2 for him. Juan Cruz currently in P2. Again, still needs to stop. Same as Tony. Same as Michael. Alex Hansen now in the pits. Evan, despite a first lap crash, might find himself in a very might find himself in P8. There's Ivan Luna. Getting slippy. Yeah, a lot of the drivers are starting to get slippy, I think. And as Gav Cook into the pits, we'll probably see Juan Cruz follow. Don't get a speeding in the penalty, boys. Alex Hansen may have crashed again. What do you mean? He was just coming out of the pits. That is actually genuinely impressive. I need to see that again because I'm actually shocked. I can't tell if that's like impressive or not. I genuinely cannot tell. Tony passes both of them. He now technically takes the lead of the race. He has not pit though. What about Barkins though? Gav's gone. Cruz is yet to leave. Barkins. Oh no, that is Gav spinning out. Oh no. What's happened? Did he come into contact with someone? That's allowed Barkins to effectively take the lead of this race. Let's take a look at the replay, folks. Oh, just cold tires. No. Cold tires getting the end of Gav. The lead of the race gone. Tony still needs to pit. Yeah, this track does produce some big moments. As that is Tony coming to pit. That's Barkins now taking the lead of this race. Gav Cook's now trailing in now what is second. Juan Cruz takes back third. Michael still needs to pit, is going to do so now. Tristan will now take P4. See, Michael isn't in... Tony isn't in danger until Russ, and Russ is just coming across the final corner now. Tony hasn't moved from his box yet. He now gets to go. Russ is gonna get by. Russ is now up into P5. What's crazy is that... Oh, well, here's Evan having to pit again, because he pit way too early last time. I'm in favor of undoing Mattering and putting this layout instead. I wouldn't know, unfortunately, what that is. I don't do a lot of iRacing, I mostly just do commentary. A little bit of a splash and dash for Sabrog, and I think that's it. He's got to have Alex Hansen passing him at least. Mike Brown now going to be able to maybe pass Sabrog. Sabrog now out and away. Off to catch Mike Brown maybe for that final position. Oh, Mike Brown electing to tow himself back to the pits. What happened there with Mike Brown? He just tagged the wall. Yeah, that is definitely suspension damage. What happened to Mr. Mike Brown? That is absolute suspension damage, folks. And someone has a black flag. That would be Alex Hansen. He now has a black flag. And he is going to have to serve another drive-through. Oh. That's not shocking. Oh, Madring is in Madrid. Okay. Alex Hansen's now going to find himself ever so slightly brisking the wall. Tony's going to actually have passed. Tony and Russ are fighting for P5 here as everyone else is just trying to manage to stay alive. Tony is going to actually pass Russ for P5. We'll stick with this battle, and then when it seems to be over, we'll show the overtake. Barkins has the new fastest lap of the session. Alright, we'll take a look at that overtake now. Hopefully no one does anything crazy while I'm gone. Oh my! The cojones on that gentleman. Tony has nerves of steel doing that into a wet turn one. Nerves of steel. Oh, what happened? Oh no, Tony is spun. That's allowed Russ into P4. What happened to Tristan? He had to pit again. Tony just needs to get the car going forward. Russ now finds himself P4. I mean, the gap to the podium centers is long gone and away, but he's found himself in the top 5. Amazing stuff right now. Ivan's now been black flagged, I'm assuming for track limits. Russ just has to hold on for 12 more minutes. Mike Brown has now been black flagged. Zabrog gets by Ivan. Tristan's trying to get past Tony. It's our meme track for a reason. It gets really fun really quick. Pretty sure that, yeah, that's Barkins. That's the leader trying to get past these cars. Oh, gotta be careful there, Tristan. Don't want to lose too much time letting Barkins by. I mean, it's just unlucky that this is like dry, or like not dry, but like wet, dry, and not like super wet. Look at the draw. I cannot believe Juan Cruz has gone from almost last to first. That is amazing. If Barkins gets like a drive-through, he will have done, Juan Cruz will have done last to first. The NyQuil starting to kick. And crap, there's still 10 minutes left to go. Ooh. Now you have Barkins trying to get past. Oh no, Stanford. Oh, don't give up that P4. Down the inside goes Tristan. A late move before the corner. Russ in danger now of losing that P4 spot. As here comes Tony. Down the inside. Nope, he backs away. He doesn't want to go side by side. He'll cherry pick his moment. And it might be right there. He might. Oh, he's going to do the switchback. And Tony's going to do the switchback. Russ loses 2 places in 1 corner. And the P4 finish that Russ had is now gone to Tristan and Tony, who now are 4th and 5th, respectively. He may have crashed. I want to see this. Yeah, there's a track somewhere over there. Ethan finally cleared his meatball. After 16 minutes of repairs, he has finally cleared his meatball. And off he goes. Like a true champion. Sir, the rear of your car is still missing. Sir, the rear of your car is still missing. You still don't have brake lights. Someone want to explain to me why he's allowed to leave with his car like that? Why, hello there, sir. Brake lights is... Well, he definitely gave us the most spectacular shot of the day. that mean he just has, like, no rear downforce whatsoever? Oh, Russ took another pit stop? That's bold of him to do. I mean, yeah, I guess. They'll never know your next breaking point, but, like... Is the whole point not safety? Oh, that's another crash for Ethan. Tony has crashed as well. Ethan now has a black flag for incident points. He's back to the pits. Tony also may have crashed. He just, by me crashed, I mean he's gone off the track. Ugh. Folks, I'm tired. Oh, Alex Hansen is apparently maybe has crashed. Let's figure out. Oh, he received a meatball! No! Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh no, his one crew's crashed? Oh no! Oh no, one crew's crashed! Oh, he can't catch the slip! And Gav Cook will take back his podium position because of it. Man, drama. Drama playing out in the final 5 minutes of the race. Oh my. The track giveth and the track taketh away. Mike Brown may have crashed. Oh, that's a... There's a wall there, sir. So not only did Alex Hansen get a meatball, he got a black flag all in the same go frame. That is actually impressive. That is literally just getting punched in the mouth only to get kicked in the expletive. Need to see how that looked from the cockpit, actually, not even gonna lie. Oh. Tony doesn't lose control, but Hansen does. That is an unfortunate set of circumstances. Tony may have crashed. He just spun. Oh, Ivan may have crashed in the same spot. Yeah, doing that will do that. Ivan has now also been black flagged. The black flags run the bottom of the grid. But who really runs the... Alex Hansen, I'm done. Yeah, fair enough. I'd be done too after being meatballed and black flagged on the same lap just for insult to injury purposes. I'd be too. Only like 2-3 laps to go. I think 3 based off of... Did I see your pit entry? No. Is that where you got the black flag? I need to see this from the cockpit. That's one way to go into your pit stall if I've ever seen it. I love that. I love that so much, you have no idea. That is absolutely perfect. Alright, there'll be one more lap after this. So penultimate lap for Barkins. Little bit of luck. A little bit of a favor with the racing gods. But as long as he makes no mistake on the final lap, he should take this, or the final 2 laps. He should take this race. Not gonna lie, I'd like a little bit of a spin just for drama, but that would be me being greedy. Alex Hansen has both cleared his meatball and his black flag. Final lap for Ryan Barkins. It's not enough drama. I need more. I need Barkins sideways. Looks like it's all for naught though. Barkins does a good job. Stays out as almost as many incidents as he possibly can. A nice, fun, relaxing time. As that is the final corner. That is the checkered flag. That is Barkins winning at a wet night Oran Park. And that is Gav Cook. No one wanting to crash out, unfortunately, it seems. Oh. And that is Gav going flying! Holy jumping! Woo! Holy jumping, bro. Alright, someone tell Evan to go over the jump. I'm watching him. Oh, there's Mike Brown. His jump's not nearly as good. Oh, that's a T-bone from Evan into Tony. We're just waiting on one driver left. Mike versus Tony round 2. And that is the end of the race. I rewind, fire, and oh my god. This was a side-by-side to the finish, bro. was that landed on their roof? Was that Cruz? I genuinely don't know who flipped with him. Yeah, it was Juan Cruz, I think. I need to see this in a VR. Woo! He just sees an Aston Martin. Well, folks, that's going to be all for tonight at the events of Oran Park. Barkins wins, followed by Gav Cook and Juan Cruz on the podium. Tristan Hurl will come fourth. Tony will round out the top 5. P6 goes to Michael. Russ in 7. Evan in 8th. Code Mike Brown in P9. Ivan rounds out the top 10 and 10th. Hanson finishes 11th. And Ethan, after dying completely on track, finishes 12th. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, a huge, huge thank you to our Patreon subscribers for making this all possible. We will see you again next week. Have a good night.